Agile Kimberly, you are light as a feather. You are the crane. Now, the question is, did Cat inherit the totem animal of Kimberly, the crane? Hello, Rangers. This is Joe. With me is my co-host, Dan.
Hello.
And these are the Zordon files, where we analyze the lore and discuss it and explore, the lore of Power Rangers. Now, there is something to be said about Cat becoming the Pink Ranger for a brief time before she became the Pink Zeo Ranger. Zeo Ranger 5, Pink. But the problem with her as the Pink Ranger was she simply the Pink Ranger in the same form as Kimberly was in a way? Or was she also the Crane Ninjetti Ranger? Now, she was certainly able to call upon the Crane Zord, but did she have the full power of that morpher, of that totem? Probably not. It is very unlikely that she was able to call upon this power, as these totems seem to have been personalized to each of the Rangers. For example, there's only one frog, Adam. There is only one winged lord of the skies, or White Falcon, Tommy. There is only one red ape. Perhaps others could call upon these powers, well, sort of, call upon these Zords and morph, but in the same way that one might use a power coin, rather than using the actual full might of the totem. Because the totem does not belong to them. Cat is not the Crane Pink Ninjetti. That is not her totem animal. Mayhaps there is another animal out there for her, no less majestic, but it is very unlikely that she could tap the full powers of that morpher. So does this mean she was better with the Zeo crystal? Very likely. Because it was the first one that was really for her in a way. And the Zeo crystals are less picky. Whereas in a way, because the totems are simply for the individual ranger, not for, say, Bulk and Skull, for example. Not that they could have morphed to begin with. You have for example, the initial Tyrannosaurus Rex of Jason. Just about anyone could morph in that. But what of Rocky's ape? Perhaps Jason could morph into it, but could he tap the same level of powers that Rocky was able to from his ape? Perhaps not, because it was Rocky's totem animal. It is part of his spirit. It is Rocky's own spirit. So does this mean Cat was perhaps channeling Kimberly's power and relying upon it as a energy source of sorts? Probably. The problem for Cat was she was very limited in her abilities. Now, she was drawing from the same corner of the morphing grid as Kimberly. As said, too much pink energy is bad. But she was not as powerful with the crane, because she was drawing energy from Kimberly, one could argue. Whereas, as Zeo Pink, she is drawing power from the Zeo Crystal, which only has to direct energy towards one person, her. And it is not a thing that latches onto one spirit or is the living definition of that soul, as the crane was for Kimberly. It was her soul itself embodied, just as the bear was for Aisha. Now, if you enjoyed this video and have your own thoughts on the topic, do leave a like, comment, and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.